Why did he say there's no need to hurry? Okay. We'll go to him, but whenever someone says there's no need to hurry, I think that means there's other stuff to look at. So I'm gonna kind of just do a quick sweep and see what we can figure out. The nursery. Okay, and we know that the nursery is his area. Martin Hamish's area. So let's kind of look around. We already know everything that's here, though. Diplomas.
An award presented to Martin Hamish for Best Grower of the Year. A master's degree diploma. It belongs to Martin Hamish.
Okay. So I'm not sure. But whenever somebody says stuff like that, that's just what I think. Look around, and then you can talk to him. So I'm gonna look a little bit. And I'll show you guys if I find anything. If not, you'll just see me talking to him. What?
Holmes, my God!
Yes, we found him like that.
Our messing around with the ventilation system didn't go unnoticed. Mr. Hamish realized that we knew.
Inspector, could you arrange the body, please? I should like to examine it.
What the freak? I didn't realize that this is what was gonna happen. I thought he was waiting for us in the greenhouse, as in he's waiting for us to talk to. What the heck? This is a little bit ridiculous. What is this? Alright, hopefully you guys read that. Don't feel like reading something that depressing. I apologize. Okay. I don't understand why we're looking at his feet.
A club foot. Bravo, Watson. That is the key element of this case.
Alright, well, Watson's voice was totally gone. That was a little bit weird. Okay, so here's a club foot, I guess. I don't see much of anything else to look at, but I know that there's something if we haven't gotten, like, kicked out of the area yet. Oh, there we go. Neck.
The mark around the neck is very visible. He died instantly.
Okay, let's put together some clues. Hamish acted alone? Martin Hamish was unable to run due to the tibial torsion on his club foot. Therefore, we should find out if he had sufficient time to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room and activate the ventilation system. Did he have an accomplice? Oh, and it's like in White's area, so... Talk to Lestrade. Alright, we will do that. Lestrade?
Something about this rings very oddly.
Why do you say that, Mr. Holmes?
Why? Because of Mr. Hamish's club foot. Oh, I deserve to be kicked from here to Charing Cross. I should have noticed it.
But, Mr. Holmes, I can't see why.
No, I don't suppose you do. You must recall that Mr. Dunn was locked inside the Colonial Collection Room by the murderer. If it was Mr. Hamish, he would have had to run up to his workplace to trigger the fan situated above it, taking into consideration the condition of his foot.
Well, it is still possible.
Perhaps, but it is rather strange that such a person as Mr. Hamish decided to base his plan on the speed of his gait.
You mean to say that somebody helped him?
So the suicide is questionable?
Correct. Mr. Hamish accuses only himself in his letter, and so the investigation stops.
Possibly an accomplice, then? That idea had not occurred to me, Mr. Holmes.
I have another idea, Inspector. Thanks to the testimony that we have collected, we are able to rebuild the events as they took place that day.
with a timeline, such as we did in the Jack the Ripper case.
Precisely.
The map at the entrance of Kew Gardens should help us with our timeline.
Let us analyze the facts and statements so that we may recreate the events of that morning.
Okay. Let me see. Montague Dunn is in the dry tropics room. Didn't they say... I don't know, you guys. I think I'm going to try and figure this out, and then I'll show you if I figure it out. If I don't, I'll skip it if it's possible. So, I will show you guys after I'm done. Let's go ahead and see if I got this right, you guys.
Let us summarize. Montague Dunn was poisoned inside the Colonial Collection Room. He forced open the door, which means that someone locked him inside there at 10:20. Martin Hamish was last seen at 10:10. This means that he has approximately 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room. Given that he was club-footed, it is doubtful. Albert also has 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room, which is quite enough time. Miss White was last seen at 10 o'clock, which means that she had approximately 20 minutes to lock the door. More than enough time.
Yep.
Perfect, Watson. Now, let us ascertain who assisted Martin Hamish in killing Montague Dunn.
Alright, do we take this? Or do I... oh, crap. No, we know. We already know. Okay, so let me go ahead and check my clues. White's timeline, Hamish's timeline. White had time. And Albert did not have time. Okay, so it says White is an accomplice. I do believe so. Yeah. But let's I'm not sure if we can keep looking around or whatever. No, I think we've got to guess because it's saying up in the top corner, go ahead and make your decision. But first, I want to go and talk to Lestrade if we're able to. If not, then I guess what I'm doing is pointless, but I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, he's not here. Isn't this where he was? This is where the guy was hanging. This is very weird. Alright, so I think it's time for us to make our decision. And we already know that she's an accomplice, so I think it's time to make that decision. Okay. Let's go ahead. So, condemn Miss White or absolve her? Obviously we're gonna condemn her. I don't think what she did was okay. It wasn't like she did it for like some reason. She was just doing it to, I guess, get money, and I'm gonna go ahead and condemn her.
But Holmes, how can you be certain that we'll find Miss White here?
It is obvious, Watson. Just use your brain.
I am using it. I do use it.
Now that the rope has tightened around Martin Hamish, Miss White must act to erase all traces of her implication. After the suicide of her accomplice, there is one final trace remaining, the deadly plants of the Divine Syndicate. She will be there.
Very good. Shall we go?
Just one moment. Now listen to me, Watson. I shall see her alone. You will conceal yourself behind her, quietly.
Whatever are you planning?
Nothing spectacular. The impulses of women have always been a mystery to me. But she is a bold one, and so we must be cautious.
All right. You can count on me, Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, good day to you.
You do not seem surprised, Miss White.
Well, I was expecting you.
Not for too long, I believe. So please tell me, as it is still unclear, who planned the murder? Was it you?
You were wrong, Mr. Holmes.
It was Martin Hamish, then. You managed to convince him to take on a more prominent role.
You could not be further from the truth.
You think that you can fool me?
You don't care what I think.
It is difficult to care about someone who is capable of pushing a man to his suicide. It is over, Miss White. The police will be here any minute.
Over, perhaps. One moment you were here, and the next, you were on the other side.
The other side? No! Stop! I beg you not to do this, Miss White.
Don't come any closer.
Okay.
Please remain calm. We can help you.
Not one step further. Don't try to stop me.
Great, another game
Stop
where I have
this
to do
foolishness. You cannot truly want to die.
No, it's too late.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Watson like smacked it down and just stared at her.
Well done, Watson. She was not faking.
Miss White, you have no right to take your own life.
Dr. Watson? Did you just save me? Or worse?
Ooh, okay. Let's go ahead and see. Ha ha ha! Look at how good I'm doing. Oh, it's coming to the end and I'm doing good. Actually, I did fine before. It was one that I missed one clue on. That's it. Alright. Let's go ahead and accept it. And then I will see you guys in the next part, where I think we're going to start our last case.